How's it going, everybody? This is Mr. Lanham back again, um, here for another teach that we're going to be doing today. We're going to be doing, well, I'm going to get into that, but we'll be doing some yoga again today, some different poses. So what you will need, all you will need is just an open space. If you have a yoga mat or a towel to use in place of the yoga mat, if you want to do that, that'll work. If not, that's okay. Really, all you need is the open space. I myself, I don't have the yoga mat either, so it's okay. If you do have it, cool. So the class overview, we're just gonna get started with an instant activity. I'll talk about what we're doing again in more detail, and then yeah, we'll get on with it. So our first is our instant activity. Focusing on muscular endurance. Endurance is being able to do something numerous times without really getting tired. So, for example, if you're doing push-ups and you're doing a lot of them, that'll test your muscular endurance, which is what we'll be doing. Strength is different than endurance. Strength would be about doing it one time, but doing a lot of weight or doing one activity using a lot of strength. This one's more worried about endurance and how our body can deliver oxygen to our muscles to be able to continue to do it over a period of time. So similar to last week, I think I mentioned there were some issues with copyright and stuff, so can't put like YouTube videos or anything like that on these slides. So I'm gonna just turn the camera and I'm gonna do the instant activity, and I want you guys at home to follow along with me, mirror what I'm doing. When I do it, you do it, and when I change, you do that as well. And let's just go ahead and get started. So let me stop sharing. All right, cool. So check it out. Like I said, all you need is an open space. This is what I got right here. And first thing we're gonna do is push-ups. Okay, so if you can't do a regular push-up off the ground like this, you can modify it. You can put your knees on the ground. You still want to have a flat back like this. Knees on the ground, back is flat, and go down and up. So you can do the regular version or modify it. And we're just going to do about, I don't know, 10 or so. If you want to do a little more and test yourself, that's good too. So I want to go ahead and get started. So ready? Begin. My arms are going down at a 90-degree angle. I'm remembering to breathe. Our next muscular endurance activity is going to be a curl up. So what that is just focusing on your abdominal region. You're going to have your feet on the ground, have your knees bent, legs bent. You're going to start back, and you want your shoulder blades to get off the ground. You don't have to go all the way up, but you want to do just enough so that you're feeling your abs, your abdominals squeeze, and it's working your core. So we're going to do 20 curl ups. If you need to modify this, you can just sit like this with your legs straight and work on the curl up that way. It's your choice, but let's go ahead and get started. Let's do 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So you should feel it right in here. And again, we're working on endurance. So it's how many repetitions we can do. That's what we're trying to focus on. So our next thing we're going to do is some air squats. We're going to do 10. You want to squat down, and you want your quads, your legs up here to be parallel to the ground. So your knees should form a 90-degree angle like this. Okay, so 10 air squats. Ready? 1, 2. Keeping my chest up. I'm not hunching over like that. Keeping it up, looking forward. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. That was just a quick couple-minute muscular endurance warm-up. Worked our full body, upper body with the push-ups, core with the curl-ups, and the legs with the squats. So I'm going to start screen sharing again. And moving on. So the health activity of the week, I really want to focus on eating healthy and the benefits of it. The way I think of it is that food is fuel for the body. So if you were to have a really, really nice car, you got to put good, reliable gas into that car for it to be able to function at its maximum potential. And it's the same way with us. What you eat directly correlates to like what you'll produce. So you eat a really sugary snack, maybe like a bunch of candy and chips. And chips aren't sugary. Your body might crash because of that. It's not going to have the actual energy it needs to have the sustainability to go on throughout the day at your maximum potential. You could do it, but it's not going to be the best of what it can be. So I always try and eat a vegetable with every meal. Really just staying away from processed foods, a lot of junk food like that. They're really high in calories, high in sugar, and they're made with corn syrup and trans fat, and they just they aren't able to sustain your body the way fruits and vegetables are. And remember eating like meats that have like proteins in them. Trying to stay away from fried stuff. Grilled is always better. Is that extra calories. So today we are doing yoga, like I alluded to earlier. I have 3 different kinds of yoga sequences, different poses. Really, I'm just trying to get you exposed to a wide range of yoga so that when you think of yoga, you're not just thinking of a few poses. Yoga is an umbrella term, and then under that, there is so many different variations that you can do. Unfortunately, we only have 30 minutes, so I can only do 3, but if you were to look up online, you could find an unlimited amount of different yoga poses and sequences you can do. And that's what it's all about. Yoga helps you open your mind, helps you become more peaceful. And I think doing that and doing different poses and stuff like that helps you get acquainted to that. So the first one, remember in yoga, it's important to control your breathing. What I mean by that is really when I say inhale, that you're inhaling and you're holding it. And then if I say exhale, you exhale out your body. That really, doing that helps your body not be as tense. If you exhale, you won't be as tense. And it will help you get into your pose probably a little better. And remember, the keys to yoga is to stretch, hold it, have a strong body, and the most important thing is just control. The main question I want you to think about is, how does yoga benefit our lives? Like I did with the warm-up, I'm going to be leading the yoga routine, and you guys are going to follow along. Big emphasis on having an open space and making sure you have enough room to be able to do the poses. So here we go. This is going to be the sequence that we're doing. Figured we'd start off a little bit simple. This is new to a lot of people, and to me. I really haven't gotten into yoga until this year. And you know, I play sports and I'm active, and it's not just for people that do that. It's for anybody. You don't have to play sports. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it definitely helps, you know, with what I do. And yeah, so anyone can do it. But this is what we're gonna start off with. These are the poses. I'm not sure if you can see my mouse cursor or not, but I'm gonna start in the top row, top left, work my way over to the top right, back down to the second row on the left, and so on. So I'm going to once again lead the yoga. You guys are gonna follow along. Let's just get started. I'm gonna not screen or I'm not gonna stop the screen share this time. That way that this is up, and if you need a reference point to what it should be looking like, you can look at the screen. So here we go. All right. So the first one we're doing is the mountain. This is just getting started. And really this is to help you start controlling your breathing. So I'm gonna inhale, exhale, inhale. And as I exhale, I'm going down in a squat, and I got my arms up. On my camera, you can't see exactly what I look like, but I'm doing what the pink figure's doing. I have a squat, my arms are up. I'm gonna inhale, and on the exhale, I'm gonna go down and touch my toes. Let me adjust the camera. So you should be holding here. One more inhale and exhale. As I'm exhaling, I'm going down into the four-limbed staff pose. So here I am. I'm holding it. Exhale up to the downward facing dog. So exhaling, my glute is going up, holding it, and exhale. So what I'm going to do now, tough having to adjust the camera every time, doing the warrior pose. So I have one leg in front with my knee back. My back leg is straight, like this. Got my arms straight out, and I'm inhaling. Now I'm going to shift my weight. All my weight was on my bent leg. I'm going to go to this one, my right leg, and do the same thing. So inhaling, exhaling. Good. All right. And then from this pose that I was just in, I'm going to take the leg that's bent. This arm is going to go down. So anytime we exhale is typically when we're going to a new pose. So I'm going to start, inhale, and exhale. I'm going down and holding it. Inhale and exhale, doing the triangle, and the other way. All right. Now I'm gonna take my left leg, put this left leg in front, and I'm holding the lunge position. So my back leg is straight, knee is on the ground, and I'm lunging forward. You should really feel this around your hip on the leg that's down. So inhale and switch legs. Now my left leg's back, my right leg's forward. Remembering to breathe. Inhale and exhale. As we exhale, we're going to the next pose. Ready? Inhale. Exhale to the next pose. Inhale. And exhale. All right, the next thing we got This camera, it's putting a glare on my screen. That's why I might look like I'm staring at the screen kind of hard. That's why, because I have it like facing down. So we're gonna do the seated twist. So I'm gonna have on the ground. I got one leg over the other. The leg that's over, I'm gonna rotate to that side, and I'm gonna hold it. So I'm breathing, exhaling out, switching sides. Exhale. All right. Next thing we're doing is forward fold. Sitting on the ground still, legs straight. Breathe in. Breathe out. As we're exhaling, we're leaning forward and holding it. Good. You should feel that in your hamstrings. Next thing is the bridge pose. So we're going to get on our backs like this. And you're essentially going to raise your core off the ground like this. Inhale, exhale. Good. Next one is the child's pose. So I'm going to be on my knees. I'm going to breathe in, breathe out. Good. And the final one is the lotus pose. Legs crossed. End it with a good inhale and exhale. Ready? Alrighty. So there we go. That was our first one. First yoga poses. So we're going to move on. Good job, everyone. So the next activity we're going to do is the sun salutations. We did this a little bit last week, and I wanted to continue with it because the sun salutation is a sequence of yoga poses, but it's like one of the more popular ones. It's popular because it's intended to be done in the morning, and similar to the sun rising in the morning, it's getting the day starting. This is intended to wake up our muscles, really to activate our bodies, designed to warm us up essentially to get our day started. You know, you just get out of bed, get active, and then you're ready to go for the day. So that's why it's intended for to be done in the morning. So I'm gonna go through the sun salutations. You can see here, what we're gonna do, it's similar to like a clock. Just picture the sun rises and it sets and then it repeats. So we're gonna start at 12 o'clock, just standing up. And you can see it has inhale when we're holding the pose, and then we exhale as we're moving towards a new pose. So I would inhale up here and then exhale as I'm going to touch my feet at 2 o'clock right there. So yeah, it's similar. The poses are designed to transition into the next one pretty easily. Not easily, but it's supposed to be a smoother transition. So that way you can just work your way around. So I'm going to do the sun salutations. And although I said it should be done in the morning, it's not morning time while I'm recording this, but this is just information for you students to have in the future if you want to do it. You want to pick up a new hobby and do some yoga, you're going to have some knowledge and some different poses that you can strike. So here we go. I'm going to leave the screen up so you can see what we're going to do starting here. Beginning. Inhale. And I'm reaching towards the sky. Inhaling. And exhale, going down, touching my feet. Inhale, kind of raise my body up. And then exhale. You're going down to number 4. I can't do that because I had to move the screen, but now I'm exhaling down. Constantly exhaling all the way to the ground. And then inhale. My legs are flat on the ground, like number 6. My chest is up. I got my arms on the ground here. Inhale and exhale. Now my glute is going up to the sky, and I'm exhaling. Now I'm going to walk my legs forward, holding it here. Exhale. Now I'm looking up. Inhale to number 10. Just like that. Just like that, we did the sun salutations. It was a quick trip around the sun. No, I'm just kidding. So that's what you do. They kind of interweave with each other. Like I said, it's intended to be done in the morning to help activate your body. Just picture if you're just getting out of bed and you do that, you might feel looser, more refreshed, and ready to go. All right, so on the contrary, there is the moon salutations. Now, like I said, the sun's intended to be done in the morning. That one's a little more activating. The moon salutations intended to be done at night. It's meant to cool you down. It's supposed to be a more calming sequence because it's designed to unwind. You're getting ready for bed at night. If you just had a long day, you're about to go to sleep. You don't want to really do something that's gonna wake you up. You want to kind of mellow out, reflect on your thoughts, really collect yourself before you go to bed, before you get ready to start the next day. So the moon salutations, as you can figure, moon is intended for night, sun is meant for during the day or daytime, morning time. And so here is the moon salutation. So it's called the moon salutations because some of these poses resemble moon shapes. You can see this like third one here. It's like a crescent moon shape. And there's many different moon phases that the moon goes through. And that's why there's a little bit more poses with the moon salutation. This is intended to, like I said, pull you down. It's not meant to wake you up or do anything. This is just mellow out and really, really collect your thoughts during this. You can see here in the top, an empty circle means to inhale, and then the colored in circle means to exhale. So if you can see under the pictures, there's like a clear circle, colored in ones. That's when you know you should be inhaling, exhaling, and holding for a few seconds. And that should set the pace for the poses that you'll be doing. All right, so once again, I'm going to go through the moon salutations. It is the evening time while I'm doing this, so this is the correct time that I should be doing it. It, like I said, it's not mandatory that you do it at a certain time of the day. It's just the culture of the yoga and what people do. This is how it's typically done. But what I just want to do is just expose you guys to it, let you know like this is what it is, and you can take this information and do what you want with it. You could take a pose from the moon, salutation from the sun, create your own routine, and just have fun with it. It's all about personal expression and creativity and whatever you want to do with it. So without further ado, I'm going to get started with the moon salutation. So once again, I'm going to leave it up on the screen so everyone can see, but I'm going to start in the top left corner. Forgive me, I do have to keep adjusting the camera. That's why I can't really transition as smoothly, but here we go. I'm going to start. On to the third one. Exhale over. On to the fifth one. Exhaling down. My legs are squatting a little bit. Inhale. Exhale, going down. This should be the last one on the right. Going down. Switch sides. All right, going down this way. Sorry, I skipped a row. Going down. Now I'm gonna go one leg in front. This is where I should be exhaling. Onto the third one in the middle row. I'm leaning towards my right leg here. Both arms are down. Exhaling to here. Got my arms here. I'm squatting down, pushing my knees out. Really feeling the stretch in my groin. Now I'm gonna go to my other side that I was leaning at. And then I'm gonna bring that leg forward. Exhaling. Next, going up to the opposite leg that I didn't do the triangle. Exhaling. Inhaling up to the second one on the third row. T pose. Exhaling down. Straight up. Crescent moon. Crescent moon again. Back up. And finish. So there it was. That was the moon salutation. This one's kind of more upper body related. When I think of it, it's similar to when you have a big yawn and you're getting tired. You're kind of like, you yawn, you bring your arms up, you're like, yawn. Might lean to a side, lean to another side. I always start yawning. Well, a lot of people do right before they go to bed. So that's kind of how I think of the poses. So a review of our lesson. This is another flip grid. Right here is the link. You can just type it in, or if you have a smartphone, you have the camera, the barcode will scan, it'll take you to the flip grid. But I just want to know, what was your favorite of the 3 yoga sequences? There was the first ones that we did. There was no particular name to that. Those were just yoga poses. Sun salutations or the moon salutations. What was your favorite of the 3? And then I want you to demonstrate 3 of the poses within them. Maybe 3 of your favorite that you liked, or maybe ones you want to try and get a little better at. Demonstrate 3 of them, 3 of the poses from whatever your choice is about your favorite sequence. Okay. So just do that on Flipgrid. And then for next class, similar to today, all you really need is some open space. I got about 5 to 6 feet in my room, and that's really all I need. I mean, we're just working in place, not running or doing anything like that. And then, like, I also put having an open mind, because it's good to try new things, and like I said, expose yourself to new environments, new surroundings, and new activities. Especially, that's how you grow as a person, is by having these experiences. So keep that in mind. It's good to try new things if you might be uncomfortable with the yoga. I know I certainly was, and still a little bit am. I mean, I'm not going to be a yoga instructor anytime soon, but I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to try it, and ultimately, I've enjoyed it. So it's good to do that. As always, guys, that about wraps us up here. So this has been Mr. Lanham, and I'll see you again next week. Thank you. Stop the recording.